Gytrash in the 100 over on the far side. Loving Gabby's run past Nature Strip. It's Gytrash in front. Gytrash has won it.
Star South Australian sprinter Gytrash has arrived in Sydney for his shot at the $15 million the TAB Everest. And his trainer Gordon Richards couldn't be happier.
As well, he travelled over beautifully, and look at him today, he's full of himself. I thought he was going to be a handy horse, but every time we've raised the bar, he's stepped up to it.
And he's now developed into a proper Group 1 sprinter these days.
Well, he is. I mean, it wasn't a big field in the Lightning, but it was a good field, and he beat them pretty well, and then went on and ran a third in the Newmarket, and then a second in the William Reeds, and then a second in the Goodwood. So his confidence is up, and he's improving all the time. He'll run in the Concord, which a lot of others are running in as well, so it'll be a good guide. And then he'll either go to the Shorts or the Premier, and then the Everest. I'm not sure, the second run, depends how he's travelling. It doesn't frighten us to run against them in the lead-up races, because you're going to meet them in the end anyway.
I called Gordon a couple of months ago just to talk to him about the horse and see if any deal had been done, let him know he was on the short list. And then a week or so before they hit the road to come to Sydney, I gave Gordon a call and just said, would you like to put a deal in place before you hit the road? And we did so pretty quickly. The main factor really is 18 placings out of 19 starts. And when you're looking at the Everest, you want to be running top 3. Of course you want to be winning, but if you're not winning and you've got to outlay $600,000 as a slot fee, you want to be running top 3.
Did he trial to your satisfaction?
Absolutely. I think he'll learn from the experience. It was a good trial, and he wasn't out to win it, but he went very, very good once he let down to the straight. I was very happy with him. He's still got to pick up a few more pointers getting around the corner, but that'll come, while he's here a few times, a few gallops on the grass, and I don't think it will hold any fears for him.
A lot of the form experts that had given us that feedback at the start raised the fact that he wasn't used to the Sydney way of going. We decided to overlook that and give him a chance, knowing he was coming early, and certainly relieved to see that he trialled so well here at Warwick Farm. And he's got 2 lead-up races to the Everest, so we get to see him again. But he's just such a sound, reliable, competitive, easy-going horse, and that's exactly what we like to see.
You've locked a rider in pretty early for the TAB Everest?
Yeah, I was pretty keen to get on Jason Collett to ride. I like the way he rides, and I was pretty happy to offer it to him, and at least we don't have to worry about getting a jockey.
He's a very good horse. And he gave me a nice feel without being really switched on either. It was a nice starting point. He
is the partner of Claire Cunningham. The horse is staying with Claire. What's the association there?
I didn't know her before I got here, but she's a nice person, very nice person, and she bending over backwards for us. Can't do enough for us, and I'm quite happy where we are. And it's a bit quieter at home, it's a bit more hectic here, but he'll get over that. He's not a stirry horse, so he got off the float, jumping through the air, and he's settled down a bit now, and over at the track the last few mornings he's been very relaxed and doing everything right.
We're delighted with Gytrash. His form is fantastic. The trainer, the ownership group, the story. He's a graduate of the Melbourne sale, and look, he's a relatively inexpensive horse, which we like that story as well. It's just reinforcing that you can get involved in this sport at all different levels, and there's more than 30 owners in this horse, and they've all got a little share, and they'll all be cheering him home.
Opportunities like this come along. When do they come along?
Well, that's what I said to the owners. They were having an hour, should we take it or wait for another offer? I said, you're joking, aren't you? You've got a slot in a $15 million lottery and there's only 12 tickets. Well, you could sit back and wait for a better offer and one won't come along and you ruin the day. But no, look, I really don't think it's sunk in, and it will sink in on race day just to be there on the occasion with all the lead up and that. And, win, lose or draw, we're going to have a good time.